Hey everybody, my name is Amanda. God calls me Zion. I'm the mother of angels, and I'm here to heal you bitches. Yeah. Tonight I'm going to talk about jealousy because it has been the one thing that I have had to overcome, and it is something that I notice in other women that they need to overcome quick, because let me tell you, other people being jealous of me has absolutely destroyed my life, and it even talks about in the Bible. Let me see if I can pull something up. It even talks in the Bible about jealousy, okay, and how it is like the worst. It is the worst. It's like almost like the root of all evil. Let me see if I can find something on jealousy. Jealousy. Okay, here's one. How long, O simple ones, will you love being simple? How long will scoffers delight in their scoffing, and fools hate knowledge? If you turn at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit to you. I will make my words known to you. Because I have called, and you refuse to listen, have stretched out my hand, and no one has heeded. Because you have ignored all my counsel, and would have none of my reproof, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when terror strikes you. Let me see what else I can find. Okay, here's one. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So a haughty spirit is kind of like, kind of like, yeah, I'm better than you. I did you dirty, and now I'm better than you. That kind of thing, right? That's haughty. So kind of like a way of enforcing jealousy. So let me tell you my experience with overcoming my own jealousy within myself, and my experience with other women who are jealous. So I went to rehab in 2019, and when I got there, I had absolutely nothing. I was homeless back then, like I'm about to be now, but it's a little different. Well, no, actually, it's the same. But anyway, I'm just in a different perspective now. So I went to rehab in 2019, and I had nothing, and I had no one backing me, and I had to basically do it all on my own. It took me like it took me like 6 months to catch up on rent, because I had to pay like $800 a month on rent. So it took me like 6 months to catch up on that. And then, it took me 9 months to get like a visit with my family, which they didn't care anyway. So I don't even know what I was excited about, to get a visit with my family. Like, I just really wanted to go to Belk and just go shopping. Like, I just wanted to go eat like at Wendy's, like that was it. Like, I wanted to go eat Chick-fil-A. That's what I wanted to do on my visit from rehab. Anyway, while I was there amongst like apparently privileged white women. Not me. That's not me. Because their families were able to like pay for their rent, and like pay for them to have money for cigarettes and that kind of thing. But I had to like roll my own cigarettes. Thankfully, the lady there who ran the rehab, she like gave us free tobacco, so I could like roll my own cigarettes. And I had food stamps, and I went to work and had a roof over my head. But it just took me a long time to catch up on rent. It took me 6 months to catch up on rent. But meanwhile, all the other people were catching up on rent. They were done in like 3 months. Most people got done in like 3 months. And they got to go on passes, like their family would come and see them. My family didn't give a fuck about me. So I was very jealous because I didn't have anybody. All I had was God. That's all I had. And the women in the rehab didn't like me either. So like all I had was God. So I really had to deal with like this jealousy, seeing all these other people get like things before I did. Like we had come into rehab at the same time, but like because they had family and they had like support in the 3D, then they like, got all these other privileges while I never got privileges, and I was always in trouble, and I always had to sit at the table, and like I was just always writing sentences, and I was always getting up at 5 a.m. to do, like, it was just a lot. It was a lot. I feel like now looking back on it that a lot of that was targeted, like, because now that the like all the plan is coming out of what they've done to me the past 10 years is all coming out. It's all connected. So I think it was all like a kind of a setup and premeditated thing, the way that I was in rehab, because they were getting kickbacks for acting that way to me. But I really had to deal with jealousy. And so it took me like a year and a half to get over being jealous of other people. And what I did was I finally just was like, you know what? These women hate me, but I know God loves me. So I'm going to start loving myself. I'm going to start, because they would like not invite me anywhere. They would never like ask me to join them. I was always excluded on the group chats. Like, they just really fucking hated me. And they said it was because I was mean and stuff. But yeah, I was mean because y'all weren't very nice to me. You know, like, I'm very much a believer of givers of energy. Like, you're not going to just siphon my energy and me just like be super sweet to you. Like, no, don't work like that, you know? You're not just going to walk all over me like a doormat. I'm sorry, you're not. So anyway, I had to get over my jealousy with these women because, like I said, they always left me out. They weren't very nice. They weren't very kind. But I wanted to be a part of, you know, I always just wanted to be a part of something, but I was always just excluded. So that's when I became my own best friend, you know, and I started like getting really close to God. I was already pretty close to God, but once I knew that it was like literally just me and God, like that was it, no family, no friends, like nothing like that. Once I realized that like at the end of the day, it's just me and God, then I'm like, why do I even care about impressing these people? Why do I even care? They're not paying my bills. They're not, you know, we're not sleeping in the same bed together. Like, their opinions don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all just like noise to me. So I started focusing on myself, and I put blinders, like metaphorical blinders, on my eye like this, and I started running my race. And I quit looking at everybody else's road. I quit looking at everybody else's paper, which I never really did any paper. I was always one people copy off of, okay? But as far as like seeing other people get like these material things, like I just was not going to let that be like a thing that deterred me. And once I realized that I was like chosen, and I realized like what chosen means, and I looked back on my life and I was like, wow. My life has been difficult for 43 years for a reason. For 40 years, I have been on earth, and it's been difficult for a reason, because God is preparing me for something very, very huge, very, very big, like a destiny thing almost. So while I was in rehab and getting sober, I finally realized like, I'm made this way for a reason, and there is no reason to be jealous of anyone else, because what I found out in the end is those women were jealous of me. They were jealous of what I had. They were jealous of my connection with God. They were jealous of the way that I was able to just like live in the moment and be present and be calm. But the only reason I was able to be that way is because of all the stuff that I had gone through, all the healing I had gone through with them, with my family, with society in general, you know? So I say all that to say, just put your blinders on. Literally, for the love of other women, if you're a woman and you're jealous, please just put your blinders on and focus on your own race. Where am I now, and where do I want to be in the future? Where am I at point A, and where do I want to get to point B? Figure out all the stuff in the middle, in the liminal, all the liminal space between A and B. Figure that out. Figure out what you want, what makes you happy. Because I'm telling you right now, a man's not going to make you happy. Money's not going to make you happy. The only thing that is truly going to make you happy is a connection to God and living righteously. That is it. And I swear, if you women get out here and fight me one more time over a man, listen, decenter men, okay? You're the woman, you're the spiritual connection. to the 5D beyond. The man is the connection to the material world, the 4D and below, okay? So focus on your spiritual hygiene, your spiritual discipline. Find out what makes you special and focus on that and just block out everyone else. Really, can I tell you that the most I've ever had attention from other people is when I focus on myself. When I focus on me and my craft and what I got going on, people focus on me. And that's how I manifest. That's how I manifest so well. That's how I stay in good vibration, because people are focused on me because I'm focused on me. It's all about, like, it literally is, as cliche as it is now, it really is like, what is it up here is what you're looking through right here. Okay? This matter and information and all this up here is coming through your lens. And that is what you were seeing with. Okay? Like, get this right, and then the outside will be right. Okay? So yeah, jealousy, I swear I'm going to teach y'all how not to be jealous, because it literally ruins lives. It ruins your life. It makes you bitter. It makes you resentful. And who wants to live like that? The grouch and the brainstorm are not for us, is what the AA book says. The grouch and the brainstorm are not for us. If you're anything like me and you have struggled with substance abuse in the past, you cannot live an unhappy life. You cannot think unhappy thoughts. In fact, it is a blessing that you are an alcoholic, because now you can raise your vibration, and you can practice disciplines to raise your vibration. But this jealousy stuff is for the birds. For the birds. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. Have a good night.